Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. If you don't know me, I found Carnivore back in 2014, and last July the 22nd, 2024, I made the ultimate commitment that I was going to be carnivore for the rest of my life and never stop. And here we are 7.5 months later, and about 20 pounds down. Oh yes, slow weight losing person. But this morning I had a bit of an epiphany. Now, lots of people, most of my videos are either based on an epiphany that I thought of, or a ridiculous news article in the mainstream media, or just a self-motivating, self-coaching video to keep me going in a crisis. And as a result of all these videos, I've managed to get to, I don't know what the number of days is though, but I know the number of days I have left to get to my 365-day challenge is coming down nicely. We're in the hundreds in my how many days left, and we're well into the 200s in how many days we've done. So this is my best ever, cleanest ever, most committed, resigned, carnivore stretch. So that intro took me a minute and a half. Now onto the video. Just to quickly say my I'm not doing as much content as I would like to, partly because I was poorly, and partly because now my father-in-law is super poorly. He's in a state of quite severe delirium, and we're not expecting him to go back to the way he was. So he's either going to be slowly, moving on to his next place, or he's going to be coming out and needing full-time care. So that's where we are with that. So super busy doing hospital visits and working whilst having children and football and scouts and all the rest of it. So we are firmly back in the sandwich generation again at the moment. If you don't know what the sandwich generation is, that means you've got elderly parents to look after at the same time as children, and you feel like a very thin slice of wafer thin ham sliced, sandwiched between two slices of bread, and one bit of bread is the elderly's and the other bit of bread is the children. So, and job. So it's all a bit, it's a bit much, but I'm strong. I've been through similar. I will overcome. Though this time I have decided to stay ultra low carb, ketovore, carnivore, back on the black tea again, Tanya. I am back on the black tea in the mornings again. Just wanting something. But apart from that, that is my only plant material passing my lips. So, which is great, because when I lost my mum 2.5 years ago, nearly 3 years ago now, I was completely and utterly off the carnivore train. So I'm holding it together. This video, it's taken me a long time to get to this video now, isn't it? But I know that some of you watch me to find out what's going on in my life. So they're my updates. And now at 3.5 minutes, I'm going to tell you what this video is about. And it's about how this morning I had a bit of an epiphany and thought to myself, do you know what? It's actually okay that I am losing weight slower than a snail pace. I mean, I have seen slugs and snails in my garden moving way quicker than my weight loss journey. And there's been times when I've been frustrated. There have been times when I've been called a liar, because there's a myth going around in the carnivore community that 100% of people who start eating this way, bang, weight gone, bang, done. And for many of us, it turns out a lot of us, that's not the case. Many people that follow my channel, it's not the case. And I'm sure, comment below if it's not the case for you, so that other people can see it's not just me and I'm not lying. But I just thought, there are so many reasons why it's actually okay that that it's slow. I have lots of clothes in my wardrobe that I've bought over the years in many different varying sizes. Slow weight loss means I get to spend more time in each set of clothes. I know people that have had to buy very cheap thrift clothes on Carnivore because they're in them for 5 seconds and out again, which is fun. But I've got lots of clothes that I would really like to enjoy wearing this year that are a size smaller than the ones I was wearing last year, and I want to spend some time wearing those and then move on to the next level. So if all I've lost is 1 dress size or 1.5 or 2 dress sizes, I'm okay with that, because I've got lots of clothes in my wardrobe and up in my attic that I now get to wear for a bit, and it's okay. Secondly, because I'm planning to do carnivore forever, it doesn't really matter when I get there. How many 5-year carnivores have you heard of that have got to 5 years and are still at a start weight? None, I would bet. I'd very few. How many people have done carnivore for 5 whole years and it still haven't got off the starting blocks? No. I'm going to keep making very, very slow incremental progress, and I'm happy with that. Also, it takes away complacency. We've all been on a diet, haven't we? Picture your first ever diet. Like let's go back to my first ever 1,000 calorie a day diet that I did at 19. I lost weight very fast because I was starving myself and I was 19. But my metabolism was then trashed and I had no clue whatsoever. I genuinely thought that once you became thin, that you just stayed there. No, that's not the case though, is it? And we all know that. And because I lost weight so fast, the complacency was just there right from the beginning. Whereas this journey is so unbelievably slow that the complacency is just not even going to appear, because I'm going to know that it took me 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to get that 75 pounds off that I wanted to get off. And I'm doing it for such a long time that complacency is not even going to factor. I'm never going to forget the struggle, the 9.5-year struggle to even become committed, and then the struggle to then become committed and then to keep going through thick and thin. I'm never going to forget that. And it's all documented on my videos. If I ever become complacent, watch all my videos back. Watch the ones from this time last year when I was in deep struggle mode. Just do that, because you can hear the desperation in my voice in those videos. And also, I'm at much less risk, I believe, from loose skin. My body will keep up. My skin will be able to shrink incredibly slowly, along with the incredibly slow weight loss. I'm not going to have to, I don't believe I'm going to end up having some kind of skin removal surgery, because I didn't lose the 75 pound in 5 minutes, sadly. But I don't have the skin removal surgery, and I should imagine that's fairly painful and expensive to do. So I don't have to do that. And also just enjoying the journey, and just also I've got this amazing feeling of how brilliant is it that you have lost 20 pounds and you know the chances of it going back on are tiny, titchy tiny now. Before, I was going up and down the same 10 pounds, lose 10, gain 10, lose 10, gain 10, mostly water weight. Now, I know that I have lost some fat, and there's a really, really good chance that fat is staying gone forever. And in the spring, I will be getting rid of. One thing I am, don't want to say looking forward to, because when I look forward to things, they go wrong. But one of my things I'm planning to do is getting out all the summer clothes from last July, trying everything on, and anything that does not fit is going straight to the charity shop. Directly, straight there, no arguing. Anything that is too big is going. Now that's a commitment and a half, right? That is something I have never done, because I've always just expected that I was just going to burn out, quit, go back up. And this time I'm not planning to. So I think, once I get to my 365 days, it might be that I make the ultimate commitment to always stay between 90 and 100% meat. And I believe, I know from previous experiments that if I keep my meat between 90 and 100%, I don't gain. I've experimented with that. In the last 10 years, I have experimented with that. The weight loss bit, completely alien to me, but maintenance or gaining, really good at those. So I don't expect to go back up now, and I'm so committed and so in. And the reason I'm so committed is because meat is where it's at for me now. Some people say, God, doesn't it get boring eating just meat? Well, what those people don't tend to realise is that we are eating meat with a lot of fat on it. We're not eating back bacon with all the fat trimmed off. We're eating the fattiest bit we can find super crispy. When we're eating a steak, we're not eating lean steak like a medallion, ultra trimmed one. We're going out in search of the one with the biggest clump of delicious, gorgeous fat in it. We're eating pork belly, and we are going and selecting the one with the most fat. We're eating the prawns and the salmon. And I have to say, those things all are by themselves combined. Duck eggs. I've just got into duck eggs now. My son works in a farm shop on a Saturday, and he is now bringing me home some duck eggs every week. They are quite expensive, so I'm not going to be having primarily duck eggs, but the yolk in them is just huge, and the white is tiny. Perfect. Don't seem to react to them, but I don't think I was reacting to chicken ones either, but we shall see over time. That might change. But everything I eat is super yummy, super delicious, super satisfying, and it gets the job done. And I am very busy at the moment, and I know that if I can get some meat down, job done. My body's happy, my taste buds are happy because I've just eaten something super fatty. I'm satisfied. I don't want anything else afterwards. And that satisfied feeling is all day long. Gets the job done. The people that are resistant to signing up to carnivore long term, I'm not, it took me 9.5 years. It took me 9.5 years to finally sign that document to say I'm in. So if you are still in the do I want to, do I not want to stage, this is no judgment, but I'm just saying, if you can get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, your perception of the whole thing just changes. I cannot be bothered with the other stuff. I cannot be bothered with it because I just want to get the job done. When I'm a mixed food eater, I'm always wanting, always hungry, always craving. Have I got enough food? Have I got enough food? Are the people feeding me going to have enough food for me? If I buy a sandwich or a wrap, is it going to be filling enough? What do I need to buy extra on top of that wrap? Because it's never going to fill me up. So maybe I need to get a meal deal, but that's not enough because just the wrap and the crisps and the drink is not going to, I'm still going to be hungry 2 hours later. So then I need to get something else. I need to get something with protein on top. Oh my goodness me. Who can be bothered with that? When you're somebody that's scared of hunger like I am, I became scared of hunger when I was 19. My first diet, my 1,000 calorie diet that I did when I was 19, put me in utter fear of hunger. I can't, I don't understand these people that can build up an appetite for a meal. Hunger actually makes me feel anxious, and I think it's supposed to. I think it's a natural body reaction to make you think, I need to go out and get some nutrition, Some people just can cope with being hungry and waiting. I can't at all. My husband always said, you've got no patience waiting. No, I am really hungry. On carnivore, I don't have that anxiety and waiting and panicking about not being fed. So yeah, I think lots of things have changed in me. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm back on the black tea. But I am in ketosis. I took my ketone readings at the weekend. I am in ketosis. Probably need to do a live ketone reading at some point to prove, because I know that I've done it before, so that people know that I am doing what I say I'm doing. Nothing like a live ketone reading straight on camera when I don't know what it's going to say to keep me in line. And blood sugar as well. So yeah. So slow is the way to go, I think, and I'm now starting to see all of the benefits for it being slow. I don't mind. I don't mind if I now stay the same for 6 months. The scales went away. I don't think I'm going to weigh in March, just to warn you. I know I said I was going to weigh in on the 22nd of every month. I don't think I can be bothered. I know that's to some people, but I need to know, daily weighing, stay on plan, off plan, weighing. I don't want any of that talk in my life. I'm going to be carnivore forever. I don't need that chat in my life, that chatter of on plan, off plan, weighing, getting ready for weigh-in and panicking about it. And if I want to have some dairy, I'm going to just have some dairy, and I am having some cheese at the moment because It was my emergency food. When I started this back in July, I did manage to do at least 5.5, 6 months of no dairy. But I always had it as my emergency food. And at the moment, I feel like we are in a little bit of a family emergency, and I am having a bit of cheese here and there. Once this particular episode with my father-in-law is, but then we still got my mother-in-law. Mother-in-law is still falling over all the time, signs of dementia, and she's been with her husband for 55 years, so there's going to be one hell of a shock for her. So we're going to be all around her, keeping her going for as long as she's with us. So this episode that we're going through at the moment is not going away soon. This whole year is probably going to be tricky. Another reason why I don't want to weigh myself, don't want to be worried about whether or not I have cheese. If I end up having some cheese, I end up having some cheese. And if people don't like the fact that I have sometimes had it now because we're in a bit of a crisis, that's okay. That's as far as I'll go, though. I am not coming out of ketosis. I am not coming out of carnivore and being in that zone. So anyway, I'm going to go now because I do have my breakfast to eat before I go into work. So if you are getting any sun today, go out and get some in your eyes. If you've got any meat, go and get it. If you've got any water, go and drink it. And don't know what day I'm on, but I'm going to put the day in the title. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to eat my breakfast now. So I'm going to watch this back and see if any of it makes any sense whatsoever. And I will hopefully catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.